Providing learning opportunities outside of the traditional classroom environment is becoming more and more of a norm and expectation within higher education. This blended learning approach in no way can or should replace face-to-face teaching experiences that students really value and benefit from, but they can complement these processes in a manner that increases knowledge and progresses understandings. Creating additional learning spaces and activities that can propel the learning potential for social work students is something that requires a distinct level of creativity. As I considered kind of what is effective social work education and pondered the role of the social worker and how I kind of could mirror this through education processes and structures, I came up with the conclusion that it was really the relationship that students have with the institution, the school, a tutor, a teacher, and their peers really that kind of should reflect the knowledge, values and skills framework. I thought about communities of learning and that could potentially be developed into communities of practice. This is where the BA Social Work Programme Book Club comes into this. It was a result of two very able students who persistently prompted me to read fiction that I came up with the idea of the book club. I did read the fiction to suggest it and with immediacy noted the learning potential in using this medium to generate academic discussion regarding the characters, their lived experiences, the sociological influences shaping their existences, and the scope for reflecting theoretically on this material. So the book club process and structure involves a team of students across all 3 years of the BA Social Work programme, alongside myself, reviewing books and deciding on relevant titles. We tweet the advertise the events and post this information on the School of Social Work Blackboard platform, and the students also discuss their attendance with other peers in each respective year to encourage participation.
And it smelt of spoilt milk because Alex and Una had a habit of emptying the dregs of their coffee cups into the pot of a depressed-looking yucca plant in the corner.
As the books are read, the student book club team devised questions and set these within a knowledge, values and skills framework. We've been very lucky to have the author of the first book we read, Deborah Morgan, come along with her text, Disappearing Home. This was a fascinating process actually. The students and the author each deconstructing the characters and offering feedback in terms of their understandings taken from the initial analysis. Since that time we've had Professor Jonathan Scorefield to an event and have booked in Professor Breach Featherstone and Nikki Stanley both to lead sessions later in the year.
To do with this issue of what's true and what's fiction.
The book club has drawn national attention through its Twitter feed. The sessions are live streamed by the University of Central Lancaster's digital team with a live Twitter feed at the same time so that we can discuss with students across the UK and they can connect with this learning activity. For us, the next phase for Book Club is to link it with local colleges and to work in partnership with other universities in their social work departments who are currently considering their own book club events as a result of this one. This could result really in a much stronger and a much more collective UK social work voice as these communities of learning and communities of practice are being developed.
And that's a little kind of detail that you could imagine, a good social work.
So Book Club is a new initiative that offers so much potential to support the learning required throughout professional social work training programmes. In the School of Social Work UCLan we have found that the cross-fertilisation of knowledge over the 3 years of the programme has developed a really strong learning community and provided networking opportunities not just in the university but outside of the university in the wider social work world.
Okay, well my name's Jonathan Schofield and I'm a social work professor at Cardiff University. I got to hear about this book group via Twitter. Amanda, one of the organisers, is a very prolific Twitter user and in fact I think I came across it initially on the UCLan Press account. And when I read about it I thought what a fantastic idea, what an excellent way to get people really interested in engage with some important issues. Social science is very, very important and underpinning of social work, but it can be a little bit dry. Novels, on the other hand, a good novel is far from dry. There's a great deal of power in fiction to engage people in the story, to provide some real depth of description. Perhaps description that goes beyond what you can achieve even with qualitative social science, because the artistic license allows you to go just that bit further. That can not only kind of suck somebody in to personally identify with the story that's being told, but then also there's lots of opportunity for critical discussion and reflection, just as you would on any academic work, in this kind of forum. So the book group is a brilliant way to get students critically thinking about what they've just read.
I love being able to work across the year group, so there's like year 1 students, year 2 students and year 3 students involved, and it's a really new sort of innovative way of working for me. We didn't get that as first and second years, to be able to work with older students who'd already further on maybe in their learning or knowledge, and it's been very good to be able to mix with the other students as well.
We get a chance to discuss books that we like, fiction, and relate that to social work, so that helps us to understand our knowledge, skills, values and all that kind of thing.
Reading a novel is kind of like a bit more relaxing than doing academic work, and then coming to talk about the social work side of it, I got a lot of learning from it last time.
I think because the amount of issues all the families have within the book, I think it lists those things we've covered really, from child protection to adult problems. It just helps you apply all the theory we've learned to practical situations, and gives you a better way to understand it.
The novels that they're chosen have some relevance to the studies that they're already partaking in, and also social work policies and things like that. So it's a really good way of kind of putting theory into practice, I suppose, to actually read the novels and see how they really go on.
Theory that we learn in lectures, we're able to apply it to different situations. It's like a case study, but even more thorough really.